PolyLearn user interface is considerably different from Blackboard's, but it's more intuitive and requires less clicking. Blackboard's interface relied solely on the main course menu content areas for access to materials. Course content could only be organized with folders, and most content areas were unorganized and confusing for students. PolyLearn uses an interface designed around the course topics or weekly lessons covered through the duration of the course to provide for better organization of the content. Students will know exactly what course material is required for reading or submitting by locating the current or upcoming week or topic. Blackboard used the control panel for access to editing features. The few features that were actually used were hidden amongst those that weren't. PolyLearn uses the settings block for editing. It's a slimmed-down version of the Blackboard control panel with only the most useful tools such as grades, a unified users page, and general course settings. Blackboard required a backdoor login and a fake user account to see a course as a student would see it. PolyLearn incorporates a Switch Role To feature in the settings block that allows an instructor to instantly view their course as a student would view it. Editing in PolyLearn is also simpler than in Blackboard. Where Blackboard required the instructor to enter an area through the control panel or to click on the Edit View link in each area, PolyLearn only requires the instructor to click the Turn Editing On button to edit any feature of the main course page. In Blackboard, material was added using the buttons and menu on the action bar in each content area. Blackboard used the Modify button to change an item's settings in the Edit view of a section. In PolyLearn, a more diverse array of content can be added to each topic or week section by using the Resource and Activity menus at the bottom of each section. When editing is turned on, instructors can move, edit, delete, hide, or duplicate content right within the content area. In Blackboard, moving items within a content area or folder was a time-consuming task requiring the use of a ranking drop-down menu within Blackboard's Edit view. In PolyLearn, one can simply click on the Move icon next to each item or block, and then click on a new location anywhere in the main course area to place it there. You may have noticed that PolyLearn contains several blocks on the right side of the screen, some of which have already been turned on by the PolyLearn administrator. You can include additional blocks by clicking on the Add Block pull-down menu and selecting a block of your choice from the list. Whereas in Blackboard, the announcements page was a good way to communicate course changes and events to students, such announcements were only viewable on the actual announcements page. In PolyLearn, the latest news block appears to the right side of almost every course page, keeping students up to date no matter where they are located in the course. The latest news block is also connected to the news forum that appears by default in every course shell. Anything posted to this forum will be visible to students in the latest news block as well. Unlike Blackboard, the course calendar is a central feature of PolyLearn and appears as a block on the right side of the screen. Activity due dates are automatically updated on the course calendar, giving students a clearer indication of what's coming due next in the course. Activities like assignments, quizzes, discussion forums, and surveys were spread out in Blackboard and sometimes hard to find, especially in courses that contained a lot of content. PolyLearn simplifies the process of locating all the activities of a certain type by organizing them within the activities block. In Blackboard, email was sent from one of these pages, and the email text box didn't include an HTML editor. The Quick Mail block in PolyLearn makes emailing class participants much easier and includes an HTML editor. The pages are more unified and allow the instructor to quickly choose email recipients and segregate them, if desired, by role, groups, or individual users. Additionally, instructors can view drafts in email history and even add large files as attachments. In Blackboard, the glossary tool could only be updated by the instructor and was seldom used. The PolyLearn glossary can be updated by both instructors and students and can also serve as a mini database, allowing students to add information to the course if desired. Glossary entries in PolyLearn can be accompanied by pictures and video and can also be rated and commented upon. Both Blackboard tests and surveys were able to use questions from the pool manager within Blackboard's control panel. PolyLearn uses a similar feature called the question bank. Both PolyLearn quizzes and questionnaires, PolyLearn's name for surveys, can use questions that reside in the question bank. Another advantage to PolyLearn is that an instructor can create and edit questions much easier than in Blackboard, and an instructor can preview each question individually as a student would see it. We hope that you will grow to appreciate the new features that PolyLearn has to offer, and that you and your students will benefit from them. For more information on PolyLearn's features, click on the Need Help link on the PolyLearn course page to view the PolyLearn support page.